Hello race fans, and welcome to another exciting race of the NASCAR SEGA Cup. We are here live at Talladega SuperSpeedway for the running of the Aaron's 499. We're going to have 19 exciting laps and 42 drivers are ready to take this track. And lots of guys here are going to be sporting some new colors. Starting on the pole is Rhett Yates in his number 51 Me I Want to Go Fast Chevy Impala. A very familiar paint scheme from Talladega Nights. And right beside him is another guy who's starting in second with a brand new paint scheme. That is his Camo Dodge Mopar of Sam Young in the number 9. We're going to have unpredictable things happen because this is Talladega, as we're about ready for those famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
I'm up in the center of 1 and 2 up here, so as you're going down the back stretch into 3, it may appear to me that they're inside, but they may be just shy of that. I'll really try to stay on top of that all night, buddy.
As the cars are rolling off this huge pit lane, here is your starting lineup for the Aaron's 499. Yes, if you saw that starting lineup, Rhett Yates is indeed on the pole. He's going to have to show his fellow Twin X Racing teammates what he can do. As all these guys are rounding out of turns 3 and 4. Now our points leader, Danny Wells, he got involved in a wreck in Final Practice, and he's starting way in the back. There he is in his retro 2002 paint scheme, so we're gonna have to see what he can do as the pace car is coming off the track. Rhett Yates, Sam Young, Alexander Jones, Barney Ward, Seth Cole, and William Duncan. That is your top 6. These guys are ready to take this green flag. And the green flag is out at Talladega. And these guys are not wasting any time. They're already going 3 wide. Are we gonna see the big one early? I hope not. As Rhett Yates is using the inside line. I saw some cars on the apron. Oh man, something happened to Matthew Dowley. His car is slow, but we're still green flag racing. The yellow is not out, but something has happened to the 22, and they're going 4 wide for 3rd. But Rhett Yates, he's pulling away for the lead, but coming up behind him is Trent Dunham in his new TrentTheHedgie plays the Walking Dead paint scheme for his number 1, and the pack is greatly separated already. Tim Fago's back here. Oh man, the pack is separated a lot. And oh man, they're going 3 wide for the lead. Leading the first lap barely, it's gonna be Charles Jackson. Charles Jackson leads the first lap in the Aaron's 499, but he won't have the lead for long because there goes Dylan Young in the 2 car. Whoa, man, something happened to Dylan Young's teammate Matthew Dowley in the 22 as the pack is greatly separated. But we still got some big pack racing up here. And oh man, we got 3 Dodgers running in the top 3. Dodgers really trying to represent. First is Dylan Young, second is Richard Johnson, and running in 3rd is Jake Rogers. And oh man, Jake Rogers, he has a bumper full of Jack Richards in that new in that new 20 car, and I hear scraping. The caution's out. The caution's out. Oh, we got a wreck. What happened? Oh no, Barney Ward. Oh man, Ben Ward. Both of the Ward brothers were in this, and Ryan Cooper. Oh, watch out, guys. Oh man, Ben Ward, Ryan Cooper, and Barney Ward. And the caution is out. Leading them to the line was Dylan Young. And oh man, and that's really going to help the guys who got us separated in the pack. But man, we already have our first caution on lap number 3. It involves Ben Ward, Ryan Cooper, and Barney Ward. And oh man, Christopher Martin, he's blowing up. Oh man, Christopher Martin, he is blowing up. And he started at the back, but he was making his way up. But there is no damage on that 33 car, but he just lost his engine on the caution laps. That's a real tough break for the 33. But in the meantime, let's check and see what happened to bring out our first caution, as Dylan Young is the race leader. Okay, before I show what happened in the caution, this is what happened to Matthew Daly. He was running on the high side, but all of a sudden his car just immediately loses power, and he is stuck on the high side. He's trying to get down below the apron. He almost holds up his teammate, but he holds up Lyndon Wright, Nathan Duanis, and his other Penske teammate, Cole Daly, his brother. And that's what happened. That's what happened to the 22. That's how these guys lost their spot. Well, they lost the pack. But man, that's still a tough break for the 22. He's in the garage area, hopefully to trying to get back on the track, but he's going to be a few laps down. So that's going to be a major hit to Matthew Daly, because I think he's up there in the points. Now here's what happened to bring out our first caution. Ryan Cooper, he was going for a wide with Seth Cole and Alex Ferranti, and I believe Barney Ward. Oh yes, Barney Ward, he hooks Ryan Cooper, and oh man, Seth Cole and Trent Dunham, they had nowhere to go, as Ryan Cooper flips right in front of Seth Cole. He flips right in front of Seth Cole, and Seth Cole has a lot of damage to that Butterfingers number 52. And Trent Dunham, he's got a little bit of side damage. Now something happened to Ben Ward. There's Ben Ward right there. And oh man, Ben Ward slammed into his own brother. Oh man, older brother slams into little brother Barney. And oh man, that is a tough break for Ben Ward. Oh man, that is not how he wanted to go out. We're going to have to ride on board with Ben Ward and see what he saw. Now here we are with the hood camera of Ben Ward. He's right behind his teammate Jared Wakefield. And oh man, just that little tap. He nearly avoids him, but it just wasn't enough. And a tough break for Ben Ward there in the 42. Now here we are riding on board with Seth Cole. This is what he saw. He was right behind Charles Jackson at the time. Wow, just nowhere for the 52 to go as he saw Ryan Cooper flip in front of him, and he's got major damage. He's gonna have to come down pit road to get that car fixed. Here we are riding over with Ryan Cooper. And oh man, he just completely flipped right in front of Seth Cole. There's Trent Dunham passing by. Wow. Ryan Cooper debuting his new Bass Pro Shots paint scheme, and this is what happens. And oh man, he nearly got slammed by the 27 of Tim Feigl. And here we are back at Talladega getting ready for the restart. Cars that dropped out of the race were Barney Ward, Ben Ward, Ryan Cooper, Christopher Martin, and Seth Cole. Those guys are out of the race. Now Matthew Daly, he's returned to the track, but he is 2 laps down. So anyway, here's our top 10 rundown. Dylan Young, Richard Johnson, Callum Wales, our Bristol winner, Jack Richards, Jake Rogers, John Acosta, Ryan Acosta, Sean Henley, Steven Gonzalez, and Jay Wakefield. That is your top 10. But these guys won't stay single file for long. Is Matthew Daly going to be a benefactor for these guys, or will he get out of the way, or will his car be slow? I don't know, but we're about to find out as we're about to get this race back going. The big one has yet to strike. As Dylan Young will lead these guys off as the green flag is back out, and there's already cars moving out of line. And oh man, Richard Johnson, he's pushing Dylan Young. And oh man, Matthew Daly, he's trying to hold up the inside line, but his car doesn't appear to be slow. So I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But Dylan Young, he's trying to run away with that lead after nearly winning last week at Richmond. He lost the lead to William Duncan, and he ended up finishing second. So this is Dylan Young's chance at redemption. But here comes Richard Johnson and Jack Richards. And Jake Rogers, he's trying to follow up in the number 20. And here comes Dylan Pote in the number 5. He's getting into the top 5 now. Dylan Pote has been struggling to try to get a good run, and he really needs to get off that high side. And oh man, he's forced up there by Sam Young, and we're trying to have a battle for the lead. Richard Johnson, he's taking it away from Dylan Young. And oh man, just look at these guys. They are running really, really hard here. They're running really, really hard. Oh no! Oh no, somebody's blowing up! Oh, it's Dylan Pote! Are you serious? Dylan Pote is blowing up and he cannot get out of the way! He's holding up these cars! And he gets below the apron. But oh man, the pack is greatly separated now as Dylan Pote in the number 5 Time Warner Cable Chevy Impala has just blown up. Oh my goodness. Bad luck continues for the number 5. And Dylan Pote, I bet he's just kicking himself right now. His best friend Ryan Cooper was taken out in the first wreck, and then this happens. Dylan Pote has bad luck once again. As we head back to the front, and our new leader is Jason Posadas. Oh man, Jason Posadas, he slammed into Jared Wakefield in final practice, and he had to start 41st. And look where he is now. He's in the lead. Whoa, man. But here comes Jay Wakefield and Ryan Acosta, the former points leader. And he helps Jay Wakefield into the lead in that number 10 car. Oh, man. How would it feel for this number 10 car to win at Talladega? Next time by, we have 10 laps to go, but the pack is greatly separated now. It's going to come down within one of these guys. Jay Wakefield is coming out of Stewart Haas Racing. His teammate back here, Alex Drayton, he's trying to catch up. Now Alex Drayton, he won at Texas. Now this is his chance to try to catch up. And the pack is greatly separated. There's Lyndon Wright, Jared Wakefield, and Kurt Morrison. Now Jared Wakefield, he started dead last, and he's running in the top 15. But oh man, it's down between to these guys as Jared Wakefield, Jay Wakefield, he's running away with the lead, and this is his chance. Let's go to the rear camera of Jay Wakefield. And Jay Wakefield has a couple of dodges on his tail. Dylan Young, he wants that lead back. He really wants his first Sega Cup win after it was taken away from him last week. And I think Dylan Young just took the lead from Jay Wakefield, and he did. But Richard Johnson, he's trying to pick which guy he wants to help. But these guys, they're trying to go 3 wide a little bit. As here comes last week's winner, William Duncan. He's gonna try to go for 2 in a row. And oh man, Alex Drayton, he just slammed the door in front of the 6th car. But oh man, this racing here is exciting as they're trying to go 3 wide for the lead. Alex Drayton, Richard Johnson, and Dylan Young. Oh man, both of the Young brothers are up here. Dylan Young and Sam Young in the 9, and Jack Richards in the 20 car. Now Jack Richards, he briefly drove the 42 car in season 1. But this year he's driving for Joe Gibbs, and here comes our Kansas winner, Jason Posadas, and I believe we have 4 guys up here trying to get their second wins as Alex Drayton takes the lead. 4 guys up here trying to get their second wins of the season. It's Alex Drayton, let's see, Jason Posadas, William Duncan, and Eric Burton, who won the Daytona 500. And oh man! And I don't know, Cody Lamas just blew up. At the time, he was running in 35th, so Cody Lamas, he's pretty much out of this thing now. And oh man, Danny Wells, he's on pit road. Whoa, something happened to those guys, but the main adjutant is up here as we're trying to have another battle for the lead. It's Jack Richards in the 20 car. Oh man, we could have had some exciting pack racing if it wasn't for Dylan Pote blowing up. But Alex Drayton, he's really trying to hang on to that lead. He dominated at Texas on pit strategy. Now he's trying to dominate here on speed. Now these cars better hope to not blow up, because we probably had like 5 cars blowing up so far. As this time by we have 6 laps to go. If the caution were to come out right now, we would be scheduled for a green-white checker. And I mean, these guys, they almost ran 4 wide as Alex Drayton, he continues to hang on to the lead. Now leading this second pack is Jared Wakefield, and right behind him is James Qualls, John Acosta, Kurt Mortznick, Aaron Williams, who ran the fastest lap in final practice, Callum Wells, and Rhett Yates. And Sean Henley, he's trying to catch up to his Twin X Racing teammate, Seth Cole. He was taken out in the first wreck. Then there's Red Bell, and then there's Andrew Sidney back here in the 12, followed by Alex Fronte, Steven Gonzalez, Joseph Lombard, Zohar Mana, Nathan Duenas, Kurt Mortznick. Tony Blazer failed, I'm sorry. Tim Feigl, and there's Alexander Jones. And oh man, there's Cole Daly running by himself. And Trent Dunham, oh man, Trent Dunham, he is way off the pace in that number 1 car. And leading that lap last time by was William Duncan, but now Jake Rogers, he's taking the lead. But Eric Burton, he's trying to get a run off of that outside line thanks to Jake Rogers' teammate Sam Young, but he can't get it done as they're running 3 wide for second. Dylan Young, Jay Wakefield, and Sam Young. And Eric Burton, he's trying to do whatever he can to hang on to that lead. The Daytona 500 winner wants his second win of the season. I'm sorry for that little fail there. As they're going 3 wide for the lead once again. And leading this time was Dylan Young, barely Dylan Young. But Dylan Young won't have the lead for long because there goes Jason Posadas in the 47. How would it feel for Jason Posadas to win this race? And these guys are going to catch Trent Dunham. And oh man, Trent Dunham, he is indeed way off the pace. These guys are going 186, and Trent Dunham, he's going 168. Yeah, these guys are definitely going to catch him as they're going 3 wide for the lead once again. Jason Posadas, Alex Drayton, and Jack Richards in the 20. Let's ride on board with Jack Richards. Jack Richards sponsoring the new redbeacon.com number 20. As this time by, we have 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go, and he's running dangerously close to Alex Drayton. And William Duncan, he just took the lead with the help of the number 10 of Jay Wakefield. And oh man, this is anybody's race. And William Duncan, he's trying to bounce back in that number 6 car. William Duncan, he's gonna try to make Sega Cup history by being the first back-to-back winner of season 2. But I don't know if he can do it. As Richard Johnson, he's trying to do whatever he can to run away with that lead. Hopefully none of these cars blow up. Let's check to see if anybody else is out of the race. Well, it turns out Dylan Pote had a broken camshaft, and Cody Lamas had a broken gearbox as we have 2 to go. Danny Wells is 5 laps down, and Matthew Daly is 2 laps down. And oh man, these guys have caught Trent Dunham. And Trent Dunham, he's holding up the inside line, sort of. But now he moves to the middle row and the outside line. And that's going to give William Duncan a major boost. But don't count out Jay Wakefield yet. Jay Wakefield, he's trying to get a good run out of the outside, but he can't do it. And oh man, Trent Dunham, he's holding up Eric Burton, Eric Burton and Alex Drayton. Sorry about that. These guys are coming to the white flag, and William Duncan is in charge. But right behind him is his teammate and the former points leader, Ryan Acosta. But William Duncan has taken the white flag. But here come Jason Posadas and Jack Richards. We're going to see this race to the finish. The last time we were here at Talladega, Tyler Williams in the number 9 won under a last lap pass, just barely beating out Ken Griffith. And oh man, Eric Burton, he's falling way behind. There's no way he can catch up now. But William Duncan, he's trying to defend every line possible. And they're going through 3 wide for second. What it were, but Jack Richards is closing in on that number 6 car. This is Jack Richards' last chance to get a win. William Duncan in the number 6. He won passing the last car with 2 laps to go. And now going into the trial, and now winning 2 races in a row, it's William Duncan. Oh my goodness. William Duncan wins the Aaron's 499, and he wins 2 races in a row. Oh my goodness. Can you believe this? William Duncan wins 2 races in a row as he makes SEGA Cup history by becoming the first back-to-back winner here of season number 2. William Duncan wins at Talladega. Coming in second was Jack Richards. Third is Richard Johnson. Fourth was Jason Posadas. Fifth was Jake Rogers. Sixth is Alex Drayton. Seventh is Dylan Young. 8th place was Jay Wakefield. 9th place was Ryan Acosta. Rounding out the top 10 is Sam Young. But there is our winner, William Duncan. He wins 2 races in a row in the NASCAR SEGA Cup. Export Aaron's 499. Wow. SEGA Cup Series rookie William Duncan defies all odds, and he captures his 2nd win of his SEGA Cup career, winning back-to-back. I've already announced the top 10. Eric Burton ends up 11th. John Acosta ends up 12th. Callum Wells 13th. Jared Wakefield, how about that? Started dead last and ended up with a top 15. And Jason Posadas, that's really impressive. He started 41st and he ends up with a top 5. Figured I should point that out. Charles Jackson, Rhett Yates, Lyndon Wright, James Quaz, and Kurt Mortnick round out the top 20. Then it's Sean Henley, Alex Ferranti, Steven Gonzalez, Joseph Lombard, and Andrew Sidney. That's your top 25. Then Tim Feigl, Alexander Jones, Zohar Manad, Red Bell, and Nathan Duanis round out the top 30. And Cole Daly was the last car to finish on the lead lap. Trent Dunham is a lap down in 32nd. Matthew Daly is 2 laps down in 33rd. Tony Blazer is 34th, 3 laps down. And Danny Wells, he finishes 5 laps down. Now from 36th on down to 42nd, Cody Lamas blew up and Dylan Pote blew up. They finished 36th and 37th. Seth Cole was in the first wreck. Christopher Martin blew up during the caution laps. Ryan Cooper, Ben Ward, and Barney Ward were in the first wreck. While shockingly the big one didn't strike. Wow, that was pretty good. We probably would have had a big one if it wasn't for Dylan Pote holding up the pack. But still an exciting race nonetheless. Congratulations one last time to William Duncan for winning 2 races in a row here in the NASCAR SEGA Cup. Goodbye, everybody.